a serious situation for SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps, or sometimes referred to as EBT for the low income. I have all the details and the major change that took place, seriously affecting you and your monthly benefit if you are low income and receive SNAP benefits. Let's get into it and talk through the details. All right, now first off, everything I'm talking about here in the video directly pertains to SNAP benefits, food stamps, EBT, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, food assistance, whatever you want to call it, it's all referring to the exact same thing. And the reason I wanted to clarify that really quickly is because I see these names thrown around out there all the time, but again, it's all referring to the SNAP benefit program. But there was a major change that took place not that long ago that is seriously affecting beneficiaries in a massive way. I want to bring this to your attention, let you know what is going on here, what this means for the beneficiaries going forward, the change that took place, and some different things that we need to be prepared for or watch for going forward, because this is probably the new normal. There may be some retroactive to reinstate this, but maybe. We'll see about that. Let's talk about what's going on here. Okay, there's a couple different dates I want to point out here just to kind of put this into perspective and give you a timeline of what actually happened here. Now, first off, the most recent and significant date where this major change took place was actually December 20th, or actually December 21st of last year. Now, I get it. That was last year, 2024, but honestly, it's not that far away, and we've already been seeing some major impacts of this, and the ramifications to the beneficiaries, honestly, not a good situation with everything I've been reading over the last several weeks here. Not good. This is a sad situation that's going on. But anyway, prior to that, it actually goes back to September 30th of last year as well, and then it goes all the way back to December of 2022 and October 1st of 2022, okay? Let me explain really quickly what happened. So back in December of 2022, they passed some legislation that was retroactive back to October 1st of 2022 that basically provided federal protections for SNAP beneficiaries who have an EBT card and had their benefits wrongly taken from them through one of these skimming devices or cloning devices on the kiosk machines at your local grocery stores, right? Obviously, every kiosk machine does not have that, but unfortunately, too many do across the country. When you go there and you buy your weekly groceries or whatever you do, you swipe your EBT card. Unknowingly, there may be a skimming device on there. It gathers all your data, your card info, your PIN number when you type it in, all your details, and then they have it. And then as soon as your card gets reloaded, wink, there goes all your money, and they take it all away. They swipe your card, and there goes all your money, okay? Anyway, what happened is basically they put this protections in place. I like to call it protections, but basically what it was is they said in the event that your benefits are taken from you wrongly through a skimming device or a cloning device, whatever it happens to be, then they would reimburse you with federal funds. Remember, federal funds are basically endless. Federally funded, I mean, they have infinite amounts of money, right? When they want more, they just print more. Doesn't really matter, right? They have all the ability to do that. States don't have that ability. Federally, they can, right? Anyway, so those protections were in place for 2 years. It went from October 1st, 2022 through September 30th of 2024. At that time, with the extension or the CR, the continuing resolution of the 2025 federal fiscal budget, they extended it out. It was called the Continuing Appropriations Extension Act of 2025. They extended it out until December 20th, or till the end of the day, December 20th, 2024. Now, obviously, this is all last year. I'm just kind of giving the timeline here. And then the end of the day, December 20th, they passed another CR, continuing resolution, out until the middle of March that basically kept all federal funding kind of at the same levels. However, here's what they didn't do. They did not extend the Continuing Appropriations Extension Act of 2025. In other words, what they did is they dropped the federal protections for SNAP beneficiaries who have an EBT card, and if your card gets swiped and somebody takes all your benefits off your card, there's no longer the federal funding and the federal protections that are there set aside to reimburse SNAP beneficiaries of this money in the event it is wrongly taken from a beneficiary. Okay, what does all that mean in English? Here's what it means. We don't have any protections. We are flying on our own here. We've got no federal backing. In the event that our SNAP benefits are wrongly taken from us, as in we're just living our lives, doing our own thing, we're, just doing good stuff. Nothing is wrong. We're not trying to pull anything. We're not doing anything wrong. We unfortunately swipe our card and there happens to be a skimming device. Happens all the time. I've been seeing tons of reports on this. But if it happens and then your benefit, your EBT card information is harvested from the skimming device, and then when your card gets reloaded, your benefits are all taken from you. Previously, for 2 years plus a few months there, you basically just called your local office and said, hey, this situation happened. They gathered data, they filed a report, and they got you your money back at some point. It usually took a while based on what I was reading. It took some time, a few weeks, maybe a little bit longer, a month or two, whatever, and then they would reimburse that money. Not a fun situation, but at least you got the reimbursement and you could go back out and live your life, and you got the money back and you could go spend it on things that you needed. Unfortunately, now, without that protection in place, now they basically just say, hey, I'm sorry, we can't do anything for you. The local office basically can't do anything. Their hands are tied. They don't have extra money. I mean, they may be able to offer you some kind of resources like, well, you can do this or that. But for the most part, they're not going to reinstate that money. The federal appropriations that were there could do that. But now states don't have that. States don't have the extra money to do this. The amount of money that's being taken from people, it's in the tens of millions, billions on a yearly basis. That's craziness to me. To think that billions of dollars are being taken from low-income people right off of EBT cards is nuts. I don't know how else to say it. That's nuts, in my opinion. But that's just what I think, okay? Anyway, so this is what's out there. Now, again, this ended as of December 21st. They did not extend it out. This ended. So we've been flying here all alone, no help, no protections whatsoever. Okay, so I've been reading about this. Unfortunately, over the last several weeks since this expired here, I've been reading way too many headlines, way too many articles saying, yeah, this family in, XYZ state, doesn't even matter, fill in the blank with whatever state you want, it's happening all across the country, got their EBT card, they got their monthly benefit, they got their monthly stipend, they were ready to go to the grocery store, they were ready to feed the family, and then realized, hey, nothing is there, it's all gone. Yeah, that's why. This is the situation. So this is exactly why California is issuing new EBT cards with the security chips. That's one thing that they're doing. They're this first state to be offering this. There's federal legislation out there on a national level to do this as well. Obviously, they haven't done that yet. They have not passed it on the federal level. That's something that I say should certainly be expedited and be done right away, because this would be beneficial for the beneficiaries. It'd be very helpful, as well as it would save everybody money, because we're not just, losing money to these cloning devices and these skimming devices. So anyway, this is the situation that we're dealing with. So again, I want to throw this out there. I know this is super basic. Please don't be mad at me for saying this. I'm just trying to help you out with this situation. But literally every article that I read on this, they all essentially say the same thing. And I kind of just want to reiterate that. I know it's easy to just look beyond this and be like, no, I'm not going to do that. But I've said before in other videos, what is easy to do is also super easy not to do, right? I mean, here's the thing. It's super easy to not do stuff. But here's the thing. Basically what they say is the best thing we can do going forward, a couple of very, very easy steps. Number one, change your PIN number frequently. Now, I'm not sure about you. I forget PIN numbers all the time, right? You change a PIN number and you're like, wait, what is it again? I don't even know. There's like 17 options to choose from. I'm not even sure which one it is these days. You know what I mean? So be careful with that. But you may want to change your PIN number often. But just write it down on a little notebook and carry it in your wallet or your purse or something so you know what it is that week. But that's an option, is change your PIN number frequently. Number two is, if you have the app on your phone where you can look at your balance and you can manage your card and stuff like that, one thing that they always say on there, and again, I like this strategy as well, is freeze your card. Anytime that you're not doing it, you can go right on the app there and you can freeze your card. I like this. Reason being is, if your card is frozen, nobody's touching it. Nobody can get your benefits. If there's money on your card and it's frozen, they can't take money. But also at the same time as well, the same token here, you can't spend money either. If you go to the store and your card is frozen, it'll be denied, right? So the quick little disclaimer on that is, freeze your card when you're not using it, but when you're ready to check out at the grocery store, make sure to unfreeze your card so you don't have an issue at the checkout counter, right? That'd be awkward and kind of embarrassing. But at the end of the day, I'd be like, who cares? Laugh at me all you want, cashier, because guess what? I'm protecting myself, making sure that those benefits are there for me next time I go to spend them, right? So It's okay, not a big deal at all. So anyway, that's one thing that I like about it is, freeze your card, use your card. Let me say that again. Freeze the card when you're not using it, unfreeze the card to quickly use it, and then when you're done with it, freeze the card again so that you're just good, okay? And you can do all that right through the app there. And these are just some basic practices, but again, in literally every article that I read on this, like, oh, Bob and Mary had their benefits stolen from them. Oh, awesome. That's really frustrating. Exactly, right? And again, I'm just making up some generic names here. I'm not referring to anybody in particular. I'm just saying, like, fill in the blank with any names you want, but I see it all across the board all the time as these benefits are taken from people. So this is just what they say, okay? Anyway, this is a tough situation. I'm hoping here over the coming weeks they will reinstate this. No promises, but there's been a little bit of talk. Let's just see what happens here going forward. Of course, I will continue to keep you posted on any further details on this, any developments, any advancements. I will continue to keep you posted. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be to keep you informed, to represent for you, to advocate for you, to do all the research so you don't need to and break it down in these short videos. Otherwise, if I can ask a huge favor of you, number one, please subscribe to the channel. It's 100% free to do so. Down below the video, there's a big subscribe button. Please make sure to do that. Again, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your support. Whether you're already subscribed or you're just doing that now, again, thank you so much for being part of the community. I truly appreciate all of you. Also, if you can think of one or two people that benefit from this information here in this video or that benefit from knowing me and or this channel and the thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel, please feel free to share this video. There's a share button down below as well. Again, 100% free to do so. Always has been, always will be. Otherwise, check out the well over 5,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. Down below in the description or the top of the comment section, I've hand selected some very popular videos for you there. Check those out. Or right now popping up on your screen as well, you'll see some videos popping up there. Check one of those out. Otherwise, just have a nice day. That's all that really matters right now. Remember, I'm here for you. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you again soon in the